I'm gonna use the TRX band for this next drill. Not really a drill, it's just a stretch. So you gotta really work on that shoulder, because if you're doing, even you're fighting a jiu-jitsu guy or a judo guy or a sambo guy, they want to do that arm bar all the time. And I've seen people that they're just so tight in the shoulders. They're here and they're not even fully extended, but because they felt the stretch, they tap out, right? And they could probably have handled a much longer stretch, and maybe the person will give up by the time they get from here to here, thinking that they don't have that arm lock, and then they'll transition to a different move and save you. So the more flexible you are, especially if you're doing the sports that require a lot of lockouts and tap type motion, you want to be as flexible as you possibly can and stretch everything out. So this is a good stretch for that straight arm bar. And we do versions of that straight arm bar in Kung Fu. So most martial arts have some version of it either standing up or on the ground. So I'm just going to go with both sides. This is one stretch. I'm just going to show you a few of them, but typically you want to hold these for a minute. Another one is the triceps, where I'm kind of leaning in and stretching it, and I'm leaning my weight forward, so you want a good anchor point on the top. And I like these from the high anchor points because it really helps me push back against the ceiling there. Another one can be the forward, where I'm just falling back. And then I can also work my pull-ups if I want to from there. Same thing from here, just stretch it out, pull it in. You can do double, kind of lean back, hollow out the stomach. I want to put it up in the tricep area too. I just kind of lean into it. So you have a lot of variety with this, and this could be any type of strap similar to this one here. Go ahead and do a few mix and match. You can do some of those. You can add your own variation to it. The key is, as long as he's getting the stretch and feeling a stretch with each motion, whether the stretch is in his triceps, his back, his chest, his shoulders, his abs, it's going to help Justin out when he does his drills later today. And like I said, we're just demonstrating for a few seconds, but ideally a good stretch is going to be at least a minute, which for some people they never do it that long. They'll be like 5 to 15 seconds and they'll transition. And that's okay for limbering up. If we're talking about just kind of work the mobility aspect of it and kind of go into different ranges of motions that we're going to do in the class today, that's one thing. But if you really want to say, hey, if this is my range of motion and flexibility now, I want to get it to a longer degree, you've got to hold these stretches for way longer. And you can start with 10 seconds and just kind of build your way up. That's good.